Hi guys, welcome to Dream World Stories. Today's story is based on a famous novel, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, written by Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl also wrote many books such as Matilda, James and the Giant Peach, The Witches, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The BFGs, The Twits, and George Marvelous Medicine. So today's story is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Mr. Willy Wonka had opened the largest chocolate factory in the world, but has to shut it down because someone stole the spices and gave it to the factory they worked in. This drove Wonka to a loss. A few years later, Wonka restarted his factory without any human help. He hired the Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompas are fun-loving dwarfs hailed from the Loompa land. These diminutive workforces feast on cocoa beans and performed all the work in the Wonka Chocolate Factory. They also enjoyed dancing, beating drums, and singing songs about what happens to bad children. One day, Wonka decided to allow 5 children to visit the factory. There was a special prize for the winner. The task was to find one of the 5 golden tickets hidden beneath the ordinary wrapping papers of 5 Wonka bars. The 5 people were Augustus Gloop, a greedy boy, Veruca Salt, an over-pampered girl, Violet, a girl who chews gum all day, Mike Thief, a boy who does nothing but watches television, and, of course, Charlie Bucket, the protagonist. As they were being guided by Willy Wonka, accidents keep taking place. Augustus Gloop, the corpulent child whose only hobby is eating, finds the first ticket for which his town throws him a parade. Veruca Salt, an insufferable brat, receives the next ticket from her father, who had employed his entire factory of peanut shellers to unwrap chocolate bars until they found a ticket. Violet discovers the third ticket while taking a break from setting a world record in gum chewing. The fourth ticket goes to Mike Thief, who, as his name implies, cares only about television. Charlie Bucket, the unsuspecting hero of the book, defies all odds in claiming the fifth and final ticket. A poor but virtuous boy, Charlie lives in a tiny house with his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bucket, and all 4 of his grandparents. His grandparents share the only bed in the house, located in the only bedroom, and Charlie and his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bucket, sleep on mattresses on the floor. Charlie gets 3 sparse meals a day, which is hardly enough to nourish a growing boy. As a result, he is almost sickly thin. Once a year, on his birthday, Charlie gets 1 bar of Wonka chocolate, which he savors over months. The Bucket family's circumstances become all the more dire when Mr. Bucket loses his job. But a tremendous stroke of luck befalls Charlie when he spots a dollar bill buried in the snow. He decides to use a little of money to buy himself some chocolates before turning the rest over to his mother. After inhaling the first chocolate bar, Charlie decides to buy just one more, and within the wrapping finds the fifth and the last golden ticket. In the factory, Charlie and Grandpa Joe marvel at the unbelievable sights, sounds, and especially the smell of factory. Whereas they are grateful toward and respectful of Mr. Wonka and his factory. The other four children succumb to their own character flaws. Accordingly, they are ejected from the factory in the mysterious and painful fashions. The greedy Augustus falls in the chocolate lake, which is really hot, and gets sucked up and taken away to the room where they make the most delicious kind of strawberry flavored chocolate coated fudge. Violet, ignoring Wonka's advice, tries some of his three-course dinner gum. She swells like a blueberry and needs to be juiced. Veruca tries to grab a squirrel and ends up falling down the garbage chute in the direction of the incinerator. Mike tries to use Wonka's chocolate teleport machine and ends up into 6 inches. After each child's trial, the Oompa Loompas beat drum and sing a moralizing song about the downfall of greedy children. After Augustus falls into the chocolate river, the song follows the pattern as Augustus Gloop, the great big greedy nincompoop. How long could this be allowed? After Wallet tries the three-course dinner gum, swells up like a blueberry, the song goes as Dear friends, we surely all agree there is almost nothing worse to see than some repulsive little bum who's always chewing gum. After Veruca goes down the garbage chute, the strong is Veruca saw the little brute had just gone down the garbage chute. And my favorite of all is when Mike goes down the teleport machine and ends up to a height of 6 inches. Roald Dahl's poem has been chosen by many books and in the film adaptation. The poem is very nicely performed. The poem follows the pattern in the following way. The most important thing we've learned so far as children are concerned is never let them near your television set, or better still, just don't install the Arctic thing at all. In the end, when only Charlie is left, Wonka realizes he has found the perfect match for him who could take up the responsibilities when he dies. He congratulates Charlie on his victory, and together with his grandpa, they go out for a spin in the great glass elevator. They shoot up into the sky and land into the house where Charlie lived with his parents and grandparents. And soon they realize that Charlie was the next factory owner after Wonka. So, the moral of the story, or simply the main message, is very clear in the story. Good children are rewarded for their deeds and acts, and bad children are not. Thank you for listening my story patiently. Let me remind you to please subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon. I hope so that you liked my video. Thank you and Allah Hafiz till the next video.